Okay, so today is 3/4/19, and on your bunny love, when you graphed your population, you all got something that looks approximately like this, and it might be a little higher or a little bit lower, but this is what you get. And Gesundheit. This region of the graph right here, what kind of growth is that? Exponential. Oh, that's terrible handwriting. Once we get up to a certain point, we see this whole bouncing around, up and down, around a number. So, whoops, redo that. Here's one thing I found interesting. On your graphs, some of you had this line, some of you had this line. Which one's where's the carrying capacity? Is it one of those lines or is it something else entirely?
Should be in the middle of them.
You guys are awesome. It should be right in the middle. Carrying capacity is that thing in the middle. It's the number of individuals the population can support over the long term. So it's not the highest level we see the population at. It's not the lowest level we see the population at. It's the number around which the population is fluctuating. And I could probably even make that a little lower. It might be something like that. It's not an exact science. I will tell you that a question exactly like this, given a graph of population growth, with a question for identifying the carrying capacity, has shown up on the end of course exam multiple times. So this is one I want you to be familiar with carrying capacity and how it looks on a graph. What happens when we take a population, so down here, living is easy. There's enough of everything, not too much of anything. What happens when we start to get above carrying capacity? And you should have seen this on the bunny love. It starts to drop because more individuals die. Fewer individuals are born. So we start to see that growth rate decline. What's this type of growth called? Logistic growth. This is the logistic growth phase. Now, that doesn't take into account that carrying capacity can change. We talked about that. Like with the rats. When there's abundant bamboo fruit, carrying capacity goes way up. It's not a normal year. But in general, this is what we see. Do you have questions? Let's talk about the mouse question at the very end. So we had one pair of mice. We'll do these pictures more later, but that's a mom and dad mouse. Squares are males, circles are females, and it says that every pair can produce 6 offspring. If we assume that they produce 3 males and 3 females in the first year, so this is year 1, how many babies are born in year 2? Well, each of these get 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These guys, yes, they're breeding with their siblings. Mice don't care. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mice are disgusting, remember. Polygynandrous, everybody with everybody. All over the place. Lots of baby mices. And 6 from there. So that's 18. But we would also have to assume those parents would have another litter, or did it say that they only breed once? Oh, okay, so we don't count the parents. Okay, so we get 18, and then we get, what, 9 times 6? It gets big really fast. We get lots of mice really, really quickly. Okay, questions on this. When you are done with the packet, you can turn it in, and then we're going to have a quick recall quiz, and then we're going to do about 2 slides worth of notes.